Good morning everyone. In the previous slide I have taught you about the bricks and what are the uses of bricks, what is bricks and what are the compositions of good brick art. Okay. So we will give a quick review on the previous slides what I have taught. So you all know what do you mean by bricks. You all know bricks is one of the oldest and first building materials, and it is used as a leading material and it is used as a construction material for construction of houses, bridges, walls, pavements, roads, etc. Okay. And how the bricks have been obtained. Bricks are obtained by molding the clay in rectangular blocks of uniform size or by drying and burning the bricks. Okay. Next we have been read about what are the compositions of the good brick art. There are 5 compositions, or we can say what are the constituents of the good brick art. There are only 5 constituents of the good brick art. We can say first is silica, alumina, lime, oxide of iron and magnesia. Okay. Silica, which we can tell a brick contains 50 to 60% of silica, and in alumina that we contains a brick should contains 20 to 30% of alumina. Lime, a brick should not exceed 5% of lime, and oxide of iron, it contains only 5 to 6% of oxide of iron in brick. Magnesia, a brick only contains 1% of magnesia. I have told if it is in the excess, if these constituents are in the excess amount or it is in the less amount, what will be the brick's color and what will be the bricks, when will the bricks shrink or bend during burning, or we can say that during the drying process. Okay. I have told you all in this previous slide. I have told you all. Okay. Then we have read about what are the uses of the bricks. As we know, all the bricks have been used as our structural unit. Bricks have been used in our structural unit, and we can say the clay bricks or burnt bricks. It is very strong, hard, and durable, and it lasts for long-lasting years. We can say the bricks are used as a structure material in different structures. We can say building, bridges, foundations, arc, pavements, road, drains, tunnels, dam. Okay. Next is the bricks have been used as an aesthetic unit or any surface finish. We have seen the bricks of different colors, size and orientations are used for different surface designs. Okay. Bricks are used in landscaping as a facing brick or as a fire resistance material. Okay. So now we will read about the manufacturing of the bricks. Okay. How the bricks have been manufactured and what are the process of manufacturing of the bricks. We can say there are 4 operations of manufacturing of the bricks. Okay. First is we can say preparation of clay brick. Next is molding the bricks. Third is drying the bricks, and fourth one is burning the bricks. Okay. These are the 4 operations of manufacturing of the bricks. So we can tell that in the preparation of clay brick there are 6 processes. First is unsoiling, digging, cleaning, weathering, blending and tempering. Okay. In molding the bricks there are 2 types how we can mold the bricks. First is hand molding and machine molding. Third one is drying the bricks. After these 2 operations, that is preparation of clay brick has been done, next will be molding the bricks will be done. After that the bricks will be dried. Okay. Then last operations we will be dealing with, that is the burning the bricks. Okay. How the bricks will be burned. So we will read about first operation, that is preparation of clay brick. How the clay brick will be made. After that how it will be molded. After that drying operations or next is burning operations will be carried out. Okay. So first we will be reading about preparations of clay brick. So in the preparation of clay brick there are 6 processes. Okay. First is unsoiling. Unsoiling means what? We can say there are if you have seen the soil, in the soil we have been used as a stone, pebbles or vegetables materials we all throw in the soil. Okay. So we can say in the unsoiling, that is top layer of 200 mm depth is removed as it contains impurities. It means what? in the top layer of the soil, we mainly throw the impurities, we can say, that is stones, pebbles and vegetables materials we throw. Okay, we throw, and from there only 200 millimeter depth will be removed because it contains some impurities and it is rejected for the purpose of preparing of bricks. Okay, so the top layer of the soil we will be removing. Then next is digging. Digging means what? After the top layer of 200 millimeter depth is removed, the clay is dug out from the ground. From the ground itself, the clay is dug out and it is spread on the level ground. Okay, on that part the clay is dug out and it is spread on the level ground. Okay. After digging, then it is cleaning process. After it is leveled on the ground, after the clay is dug out and it is spread on the level ground, the stones or pebbles, or we can say vegetable materials or any type of impurities are removed from that level ground, where the clay has been spread out. And if any lump will be there, you can say if any lumps will be there, we can be converted into any powder form. Okay, we can convert it into any powder form. So in cleaning process, we can say stones, pebbles, vegetable materials and any other type of impurities are removed, and the lumps of clay, if any types of clay lumps it is present in the clay, then we can convert it into powder form. Okay, next is weathering. Okay, in weathering we can say after cleaning is done, the clay is exposed to atmosphere from few weeks to full season for softening or mellowing. Okay, if after the clay is exposed to atmosphere, after the cleaning has been done, all the impurities have been removed or the clay has been converted into powder form, the clay is exposed to atmosphere for some weeks. Okay, because why the clay is exposed to atmosphere for some weeks? Because to make the clay soft or mellowing. Mellowing is also, we can say, it is type of a soft. Okay, so after weathering, blending will be done. Blending is done. Okay, blending is done. How blending is done? After the clay has been made soft, if any ingredient, we can say, if any chemical we can add, or if any ingredient is to be added, we can spread on that top. Okay, we can spread it on the top. Next is tempering. Tempering means what? It is a process in which the water is added in clay in order to bring it up to a proper degree of hardness, and it is made fit for the next operation of molding. Okay, after blending is done, after any ingredient or any chemical is being added or sprayed out on the top of the clay, the tempering process is done. Tempering means what? In the clay, some quantity of water is added. Why the water is added? In some quantity of water is added because to get a proper degree of hardness. Okay, to get a proper degree of hardness, and it is made fit for the next operations of molding. Okay, so after that it is fitted for the next operations, we can say, that is molding. Okay, the first operations we have read about 6 processes, that is unsoiling, digging, cleaning, weathering, blending and tempering. Okay, so unsoiling, you all know, you have been clear. Unsoiling means what? From the top layer on the soil of about 200 millimeter depth, it has been removed because it contains impurities. After that unsoiling, the digging is done. Okay, the clay is dug out from the ground and it is spread on the level ground. After that digging, cleaning has been done. From the level ground or from the clay where the dug out, there the stones, pebbles and vegetables materials have been removed, and if any lump is there, it is converted into powder form. Okay, next is weathering. Weathering means after the impurities has been removed, the clay is exposed to atmosphere to make the clay soft. After weathering has been done, blending will be done. After the clay is made soft, any ingredient is to be added. After that, the water is added in clay, which you can say it is a tempering process to make fit for the next operation, that is molding. Okay, thank you.